Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Wealth Unlimited. Today in the series of talking about investments to grow your money, we will be doing the stock analysis for Zomato. Yes, India's largest food delivery service partners, and we will be doing the in-depth analysis along with the fundamental analysis of the stock. We will be discussing about the results of the Zomato which they have posted for the June quarter, and we will be looking after the buying levels or right opportunity in this particular stock. So if you haven't subscribed the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up with such informative content. Now let's begin. Zomato, the new age tech stock. Yes, the IPO for the Zomato came last year in the month of August, and since then it has created wealth for its investors in the initial months. But now, as you know, that the stock has corrected very sharply from its top level, and the stock price for this stock right now is 46.3 rupees. It made a high of 170 in the year 2022 and a low of 40.6. The market cap for the company is 36,671. Again, it has reduced to the half of its valuation when the IPO for the company came. Now I will show you the chart of Zomato and the returns which they have provided in last 1 year. So in last 1 year, if you will see, the Zomato has declined and given negative return to the investors if somebody would have invested in this particular company. In comparison to its peers as well, you will see that there is no direct competitor or a peer comparison for Zomato in terms of food tech industry. But when it comes to the e-commerce or the technology businesses, we have lots of companies like Paytm, 197 Communication, Nykaa, also known as FSN e-commerce, which are trading at very high valuations. Again, Zomato also was an overvalued stock, and it was trading very high in terms of valuation. But is it the right time to buy Zomato at this particular level, as it has corrected almost 60 to 70% after the Blinkit deal? So we will discuss it further, but right now I'll take you to the financial result or quarterly result of Zomato, where you can see that since June quarter 2022, Zomato was able to rise or increase their sales to a level of 1132 in June quarter, which is a great jump and which shows that they have a potential to do better in future as well. Similarly can be seen in terms of operating profit, where you can see that they were making a loss of 56 crore in the month of June quarter, which went up till 460 to 404 crore in last few quarters. But now they have able to increase that margin, and they have reduced to narrow the loss to minus 270 crore rupees, which again shows that they are moving into a positive trend. The huge losses which they occurred in June, September and December 2021 quarter is due to the pandemic, and which can be seen in profit before tax as well. They were able to narrow the loss from minus 414 crore in September 2021 or minus 294 crore in March 2022 to minus 138 crore, which again shows a positive sign. So what makes Zomato a good bet right now, in my perspective, is their will to expand and acquire more and more businesses, and they are able to reduce their debt. Yes, they are able to reduce their debt where the RBI is increasing the rate hikes or interest rates, which can affect the company with huge debt in terms of their payments and liabilities. So again, this is a good sign for Zomato. And if you will see the shareholding pattern for Zomato, you can see that significantly there has been not too much up and down in terms of shareholding pattern, where the FIIs and DIIs are almost cutting slight of their percentage in this particular stock, which resulted into the profit booking of this stock and falling of this stock. If you will ask me whether the result of Zomato is good or bad, in one word, it is good in terms of year-on-year basis, and this stock, in my perspective, should go up from this particular value of 46 rupees. Now I will show you this through a trend line or a chart of Zomato. Let's go to the trading view where I used to analyze these particular stocks. Okay, if you will see Zomato, it has almost made a base at the level of 40 rupees. You can see here that it has made a base here of 40 rupees, which is a good price to buy. And again, if you will see, it has a resistance at the price level of 48 to 50. This will be the first resistance which stock can face, and if it is able to break the level of 50 and sustain, then the next big hurdle will be the 20 days moving average, which is 52 rupees. If it is able to cross the level of 50 to 52, then there is high chances that this stock might come to the level of 60 and further up to the level of 70. Again, if you will look in terms of return, it's a huge return which Zomato can provide from this particular point. And yes, I have personally invested in this stock at a price level of 43 rupees. And I want to tell you, you are entitled to your positions in this particular stock if you want to take it. But I see opportunity here and I have invested in this particular stock. So one of the key reasons why this stock fell from the level of 140, 170 to this particular level was overvaluation. Yes, then there was some exit of promoters and FIIs. But the major reason why the stock again came down from the levels of 70 or 80 is due to the deal of Blinkit. Yes, recently Zomato able to hire Blinkit, and the deal was overvalued for Zomato, I must say that, and the overvaluation of Blinkit can harm Zomato business in future. This is what the analysts, or this is what the major brokerage firms are believing. But I believe that and even there has been news where you can see that Zomato is estimating that the Blinkit losses can drop to the 93 crore by July end, which is again a good sign and a good commentary coming out of the Zomato board. Now, the Blinkit business model is also a business model where they burn cash like anything. And Zomato, already being a loss-making company, hiring another loss-making company, definitely impacted the sentiments of the investors as well as the FIIs in this particular company, which saw a huge downtrend for the Zomato stock. Again, if you ask me why I bought this particular stock, because I think I see value in this particular stock at the level of 40, 45, or you can say that 35 to 45. And I believe that there is high chance that this stock can go further up from the level of 40 and can soon claim back the level of 50 to 70 rupees. So now we will talk about the Zomato businesses, what is there, why I am bullish on Zomato is because they have been doing multiple businesses. They are into food delivery business, they are into dine out businesses, they are into quick commerce, making money out of reserving the table, giving reviews. Now they have Blinkit as well, which is one of the major game changer in terms of when pandemic hit, people were ordering food, vegetables and everything online, and they are ready to expand in future as well. If you want to invest in Zomato right now, I would suggest you to see the future, what they can do and what potential they have, and invest if you can only stay in this particular for long term. I also believe that the Zomato Hyperpure, yes, it is again a part of Zomato revenue stream where they do logistics and they buy and sell vegetable stocks for major restaurants. Okay, this is a premium services and this is growing rapidly among the restaurants and the hotel chains after the pandemic. Once they started operating on the full force, the Zomato Hyperpure is expected to grow at the 10x growth in next 2 to 3 years, which again shows that there is a huge potential that Zomato can do further good for themselves as well. So this is it. And if you ask me if I use Zomato, yes, I do use Zomato, and I have seen many people around me using Zomato or apps like Swiggy very often, which makes it more credible to make an investment in future of this particular app. Well, talking about Swiggy, Swiggy is not listed on National Stock Exchange, and it is the direct competitor or threat to the Zomato. But I must say that Swiggy has claimed that they will become a profit-making company by year 2023, which again shows that there are chances that, I'm not saying it will happen, but there are chances that Zomato can eventually become a profit-making company in coming years. So this is the reasoning why I'm buying this particular stock at the level of 40, 43 or 45. And after seeing the result, I can say that yes, I believe that it can happen further, and it is a positive sign that the company might do well in coming future. Again, no one can predict the future or the price of a particular stock in coming future, but yes, this is the opportunity which I see right now in front of me, and yes, I'm going to take this opportunity and I'm keep gonna accumulating this stock if I find it further to the level of 40 or 35, and I'm going to average in this particular stock. So this is it about Zomato and why I believe that Zomato becomes a good bet at this particular level. And yes, I will be discussing about the portfolio which I created, and where I suggested 7 to 8 stocks last week, and now we will see like how they are performing. If you will see that already the portfolio which we made for the beginners with 20,000 rupees is already up by 6%, almost 6%, which is greater than your fixed deposit returns, which is greater than your savings account returns. I want to tell you that if you have the right knowledge or right patience, or if you are ready to give time to the stock market or learn about the stock market, and if your timings are correct, it is not a rocket science to make money out of the stock market investments. And recently I have invested in Relaxo as well, and I bought it at the price of 980 rupees. And again, if you will see Relaxo footwears, the stock is up by 3.18% already today itself. So I hope that you are learning from whatever I'm sharing, and I hope that it gives you little bit knowledge, or it gives you strength to take a step forward and invest in the stock market or even in equity mutual funds where your money is not burning out. With this, I will close this video, and I hope you like the video and you will be able to learn something out of it. And if you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends. I'll keep making such informative content whenever I can. Thank you.